Hello everyone, this is Randy here again, another episode of Farming Simulator 2013. I finished harvesting up this field, and I picked up the straw on the field that is over there. So, now we got the straw in this field to pick up. I believe I said I was going to do it off screen, but I decided to do something a little different here. We're going to see if we can get Courseplay to do this for us. I managed to get it to work somewhat on the field over there. Yeah, my biggest problem being trying to get the right width between these rows here. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to drive around this field to set the basically set the field, I guess you could say. And make sure here this is field 15. Basically, all we're going to do here is just drive around the edge of this field. Nothing really highly complicated about this. I managed to get 2 loads of straw off that field. I dumped one in the cows, so the cows should be all set. The mixing station was already all set. Not a little bit, not much. And then, yeah, I sold the rest, so. And with the Courseplay on that first field there, number 16, I simply just manually unloaded him when he was full. Kind of kept an eye on him. When he was full, I stopped the driver, drove, unloaded it, drove it back, and started the driver up again. And he picks up where he left off, so. Worked okay. In fact, I had to regenerate the course a couple times to get the width right. I believe I settled with 5.4, 5.5, I forget it is exactly again. The combine head, I believe, is 6.6. But because it overlaps every time, it's not quite right, so. I believe the combine head for this one is 10.5. I figure because it overlaps, it's probably at most 9.5. I'm thinking I'm going to try 9. I think that'll hopefully get me close. And also I want to try seeing if I can get him to automatically unload with this. I'm not sure if that works or not. I don't believe I've seen any tutorials on how to do this, so I'm kind of winging it. Could be a problem. Okay, we'll stop the course. And I want to save it as field 15. What did I say? Field 60. Okay, we're going to save it as field 15 course here. Okay, now we got the field set. Now I want to try an unload course here. I'm not sure if this works. I've never seen this done, so. set that course. I don't want it loaded. And start course recording. Now the biggest problem I think I'm going to have here is trying to get this to unload in that barn over there. You can get Courseplay to back up, but my understanding is you can only go straight back, so no turn. At least without wanging on the back, so we'll see how that goes. Lined up the best I can here. Okay, then set direction backwards. Make sure you back them in there. And then set direction forward again. Hopefully that should work. Start point. Okay, and stop the course recording. The question I have here is, what kind of mode is this? Field work. Transfer. I think it's either this one, or that one. I'm not sure which one to go with here. I'm not sure if it even matters, actually. Anyway, we'll save this as field 15 cell straw. Okay. Okay, and just to recap what we did there, the first thing we did was we created basically a mark or course around the field to mark the field. Save that as field 15 course here. And then we created a course to sell the straw. I'm not sure if this one's going to work or not. Now we need to actually generate the actual course that'll pick this straw up. So, we want to unload field 15 course. Then I'm going to load the field 15 cell straw. It's set on the field work mode. There's also one here for manure. And then I want to go over to this zigzag liney thingy over here. And actually, let me drive this forward a little bit, because it should give me a mark that comes out of the side of this thing when I increase it, hopefully. I can see, hopefully, what kind of width we're looking at here. I'm assuming it's going to be somewhere around the 9-10 range. .4. Somehow that don't seem right. That does put me down the middle of that. Let's see, 16.9, 17. That'll give me about 8.5. I'm thinking that's what I'm actually going to want to go with here. I'm thinking I'm going to want to take this number and divide it in half. So if I go with 8.6, 8.5, let's try that. This is the part that always confuses me right here. I'm going to back this back up here a minute. Starting corner. And I can never figure out, you know, which corner is this? Because we've got southwest. I'm thinking this is south. I think this actually is the southwest corner, I think. And I want to go north. Yeah, I mean, how do I've never figured out quite how to figure out what direction is this, because I'm not aware it says anywhere. This is north, this is south, this is west, blah, blah, blah. So, see what this does here. Return to first point. I believe we want to leave that off. Headland. I think that goes over the length of the field. I mean over the end of the field. I don't think we need to do that here, so let's it's not giving me the option to generate the course. Why not? Okay. It must be because it doesn't like what I've got loaded somewhere. More than likely the cell straw maybe doesn't work. I'll reset that again. Let me see if I can just load up field 15 here. There we go. So if I load up cell straw, yeah, okay, it doesn't like something there, so I must not be able to do that apparently. That's gonna suck. Let's load that. Let's generate the course. I wonder if I can load this. Okay. And drive course. Okay, I think thinking he's going to a different corner. We'll find out. At the very least, if he's going to drive this, let's have him pick it up at least. Yeah, we'll see what he does here. This is the part I can never quite figure out, is what corner is the starting corner. Or starting corner as much as, you know, what direction. What are the directions on these maps, because there's no compass or nothing here. Actually, I might be able to use my John Deere cutter mower AMG. There is a compass on it. That would actually probably tell me. At least I probably might know where north is, because I'm assuming it would say 0 is north. I think it's missing some there because it's going too fast. It's finished work. I mean, finished. Okay. Let me try the northwest corner. while he's doing that, let me see if I can actually figure this out. Let me hop over to this guy here. If I remember correctly, yeah, he gives me the... Get him started here. Apparently has the manual ignition. Although I don't think it's the manual ignition mod yet. So 360, this would be, I would assume, north. Which would put east over here, west, south. I believe. So, yeah, anyway. Yeah, this is the fun I had with the other quarters too. Once I got it figured out, you know, the starting directions and stuff, and got the approximate width set up, picked up the straw, no problem. Not sure why he's telling me he's finished here. The only thing I can assume is I don't have the starting points right. Okay, I'm not sure what he's trying to do there. That's weird. Actually, I might be able to make something with this. This will actually help me a little bit. What it's doing here is showing me all the waypoints or points it's created for going across. That's exactly what I thought it was doing. It's going to go up and down the field this way, which I do not want. So that is most definitely not right. And you can shut that off. So we definitely want to go, it's either south or north. The only question now is the starting corner, I guess. Okay, we'll start him at the other corner. I'll drive him over here and see what he does over here. Looks like he's approximately lined up with the... Yeah, not quite though. No, definitely not lined up there. It looks like we're getting more and more off, which tells me... that's interesting when he's got 2 rows there anyway. Reset the course. I'm going to shrink that down a little bit. And generate the course again. Looks like we're pretty close on this end. Let's see what it looks like on the other end. And now we're getting off again. That's the problem I had with the other field as well, trying to get these distance right. That looks pretty close. Looks a little much. 8.9. That looks actually pretty close to me. 8.8. Let me try that again. Problem I have two now, he's trying to start in the middle of the field. And my rows of straw are not laying in the middle of the field here, so... I believe the only thing I can do at this point to shift him over is use this, which I do not want to do because that actually moves him out on both sides, I believe. We might be picking this up ourselves now. Try starting from this side, see what happens, because I started the combine from this side, so hopefully... Trouble is, I don't have any straw on this side. Well, that sucks. That's right, I forgot to make sure the chopper was off before I started on this side. Yeah, it looks pretty close to lined up with that row of straw. That looks pretty close. So that's kind of what I ended up with on the last one too. It was close, but not quite. Let me see what happens here. May have to change the starting point. That's okay. Not sure if he'll start here or not. Kinda looks like he will. Hide that little show only recording beacons, yeah, beacons. Let's see how he lines up here once we get down to the part where there's straw. I believe somewhere partway down this field we have straw. There we got straw. Looks like we're ripped off a little bit. Why does he tell me he's finished? That's the part I don't get. And I didn't have this problem last time. Let's see what he does here in a minute. Acting weird, that's for sure. See if I can line them up here and get them. Okay, dry, of course. That's the part I can always never figure out. It's like, what is he doing? And why is he telling me he's finished? Now, of course, play quite a powerful mod, really cool, but figure some of the stuff out. Yay. As you can see, I got the majority of the straw off that field. There's a couple little bits and pieces here. And you got to the end of the field, I think there's a couple actually full lengths on the bottom. It's like, I got 2 loads, good enough. I'm not bothering picking up the rest of it, so. I should turn that field down a little bit. Now let's see if he turns around, and he's going to go that way. Why is he going that way? Probably because that's his starting corner, maybe? Well, he says start course at nearest waypoint, so if I line him up over here somewhere. Trouble is I'm probably going to sit here playing with this. This is kind of what I had to do last time too when I played with this. Trouble is that offsets you by about that amount of the next row, so real pain in the butt. I'm really curious to see what he's actually doing when he's full here. That's what I want to see. I'm not so worried about him going up and down the field. I know I can get that to happen eventually, because that's what I got to happen over here. I was hoping to be able to leave this guy alone, and I can go cultivate that field over there, but that might not happen here. I'm gonna go that way, okay. Yeah, that's the problem. For this one now, I gotta offset it by a negative. I should put 1.7, 8. Just try to get tracking down the middle here so I get an idea how much I'm off on my course. Looks like down the middle of 2.1, so I'm thinking this 8.8 should be probably 9.1, I'm thinking. So actually, let me stop here. That's kind of what I did last time. Reset the course. Load it back up. Try 9.1. Generate it. Load back up the cell straw. Nearest waypoint. Now, actually, let me turn these waypoints back on. Nothing over here. That's weird. Actually, let me try resetting that again. Zero this back out. Okay, it's still over there. That's part I can never quite figure out either. How do I get my waypoints to line up my straw? I've seen from the videos I've seen, they just play around with this and it lines up, but I've never been able to get that to work, because if I play around with this, it offsets it by that amount. Opposite, it seems like. Try that instead. It's pretty damn close, but it's not, okay, that's quite a bit more off. That's right down the middle of it. But it's not over there. Okay. Well, should be at the nearest waypoint here. He's actually right down the middle, it looks like. Let's drive the course, see what he does here. I want him to start at the nearest waypoint. Okay, is it because he wants to go the other direction on this waypoint, maybe? That's possible. Anyway, I'm going to go cultivate a field. We'll be back when he's done something in a minute here. As you can see, I actually got the majority of this straw here. There's not a whole lot left. After a little bit of tinkering, I finally got the right width. And it picked up, oh, probably about 90% of it. Yeah, once it started getting over here, then it started getting a little more off, a little more off. And then, yeah, some of this I just plain left, too, because it's like, good enough. Got 2 loads off of it. I didn't need no more. This tractor should be able to pull this disc, at least in my testing, with no problems, so. And I always change Courseplay here because I don't want it on the right mouse button. It'll be interesting to see what he goes, or what happens when he goes up the hill here. See if he slows down quite a bit. That was always the problem with the Ford pulling the disc. It went slow up these hills. He's slowing down a little bit now. Not bad though. Excellent. we'll have to see what Dum Dum's doing over here. He's full, so he's not unloading. That's interesting. Let's see what that does. I think he's actually going to unload here, maybe. I forget now, maybe I did not load that cell straw course up, so that might have been my fault there. Oops. Also, I like the really nice detail on the dash of this tractor. It'd be nice if they do that more with the in-game tractors. I'm not saying, you know, all the gauges have to function here, and I'm not sure if they do on this tractor or not. I mean, cool if they do, but even if they don't, just so they're nice and modeled on there. In this case, probably just a texture, actually, but at least it has a nice texture of it on there. I know someone commented and said that your system tractors don't look as good as the other in-game tractors. Well, in my opinion, they look about the same. Not a whole lot of difference, in my opinion. You know, the textures, I would say, are just average. Nothing spectacular. Nothing particularly wrong with them, though, either. But yeah, true. When you compare them to mods, though, it's, you know, depends on the mod, because, you know, some mods, boy, ugly-looking pieces of crap. Yeah, some mod authors really take the time. You can tell they put the effort in, make it look nice, and they really look good. Especially like that Fendit. It's the winner of the Giants mod contest. I believe it's at 936 or 939. That thing, wow, that is a highly detailed mod. But then, probably graphically speaking, too, I'm sure it's a pretty good hit on the. What's he doing now? Needs to go faster, that's for sure. At least one advantage of, you know, the in-game equipment and DLCs, you know, if you play multiplayer, you know, multiplayer with mods is a pain in the rear end. Because you got all different versions of, you know, you can have the same mod, but there's a couple different versions of it, and yeah, it's just a real mess. That's kind of one reason I like the actual in-game DLC, plus the DLCs a little more than, say, mods, at least for the multiplayer part of it anyway. You know, single player like this, yeah, who cares? But as soon as you gotta go play a multiplayer, and everybody's gotta have the same mods, and the same versions of the mods, and it's not even getting started with the modding the mod. Boy. Forward 7,000 should be fuels. Probably needs to be. Fuel 19%, okay. I see this tractor holding a lot of fuel, 227 liters. Seems like an awful lot for this tractor, but yeah, maybe it's right, I don't know. Go see what he's up to here again. Driving along at about 1 mile an hour. Well, everyone, I think I'll call it an episode here. Didn't quite get done when I wanted to get done. I was hoping to finish cultivating this field and get Courseplay up there working. Oh, actually, looks like he might be going empty now. Let's watch this and see what he does. I'll have to maybe go watch some more videos on how this is done as well. That's, I would say, the one biggest complaint I have about Courseplay. There's no really good tutorials on how to make it work. You know, if I want to unload a field of straw like that, how do I make this happen? Now, I have seen the baling, but I don't believe I've ever seen anyone actually unload straw with a 4H wagon like this. So, and here comes the critical part too. Will he back up right? No, he will not. How come he did not? Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be the trouble with getting him to back up like this. He didn't seem to follow the course properly there for some reason. And I actually might not be able to make this work with this one either because it's such a short distance here. Probably what I need to do is actually pull forward more. I believe I have to set waiting points there, but maybe I do. We'll fuel him up here in a minute as well once he gets over that way a little more. Well, at least it seems like the unload part of it works kind of sort of. At least he went to unload anyway. Nope, not that one. And he wants to go the other way because I'm probably closest to the course that's going back there, so. There we go. I was going to call it an episode, but let's see what he's going to do now. But I think I'll call it an episode anyway. I'm not sure what he's doing. We got that field over there partially cultivated. And I was going to show too, how much wheat did we get? We got 320,000 wheat off that field, so that should give us about 150,000, 160. Depending on how much of it we sell. I plan on selling all of it, but you know, whatever's left over in the silo, I'm not going to bother with. So yeah, thanks for watching. Not, in my opinion, the most productive episode, but I'll work on this some more, see what I can get to happen. And yeah, we'll see you next time. If you have any comments, questions, or happen to know what's wrong with this guy, let me know below. Thanks for watching.